officially get started here at Emory University. Our 2014 national runners-up. Congratulations, guys. Coach Mike Twardoski and Jared Welch down there, student athlete on the end. So, Coach, any opening statements for the group before we open things up?
Nothing but praise for Whitewater for how they played. I mean, they're a great team, and they pitched it today, and they played great defense, and that always adds up to a win. And I give them all the credit in the world for playing a great game, but I would not fight with anyone other than this 2014 team. I mean, the way that they played through adversity this year, the way that they came up through 2 losers brackets, the heart, the camaraderie, the chemistry, the talent. Whitewater beat us today, but I would not fight with any other team than our team this year.
You guys, questions for Coach or Jared?
Jared, before you came over, we were talking about the picture. You guys have come in crushing as a run in your face. What in your opinion did you do against you guys? Not what you guys get going.
Yeah, it was mixed a couple of things. He was consistent. He was very consistent. We never got absolutely comfortable in the box. No matter what the count was, he was going to throw 1 of 3 or 4 different pitches anywhere in the strike zone. And when you've got a pitcher that can consistently do that, you're always going to be battling uphill. But on the other hand, I mean, we had 7 hits, which is half our normal production, and we had much less than half our normal run production. So it put a lot of balls in play that just went at people, and that's part of baseball.
There was once, obviously, the appeal plays. Can you just share with us your perspective on what happened? Because from the replays, it looked like he was okay, but it looked like he got sacked.
Right. Well, that's what I was worried about. I was worried about Maldari at second base. I didn't even think about him going in. You got a freshman at second base, a senior at third. So, but I mean, you don't want to harp on that, and that's what I told the third base umpire when I went back out there. We didn't lose because of that. I mean, even if he was safe, we didn't lose because of that. And I'll tell you, he was right there. I saw the play, and I thought he was safe, but he was right there. He was he had such a great explanation of the play. I actually went out there to protect our third base coach, to get him out of there so he didn't get thrown out. But I don't want that play to even be talked about in the whole realm of this. It is Whitewater's day. They beat us, and maybe it stopped a little bit momentum, but they would have picked it right back up the way that they pitched and caught the ball today.
Guys, other stuff?
Coach, you had your program here before and you're in this position, and it took you 7 years to get back. What do you think they'll do next time to, keep the momentum going better? You know what I'm trying to say?
Not lose a game in the early, not come to go through the loser bracket. I mean, there's nothing you can do. I mean, we've had at Emory, it's tough to prepare for regionals because of their school, academics, and we take off about 8 days through academics, and there's nothing during that. It's all optional lifting, or we don't set foot on the field because it's very important. But the way that these kids, when they set foot on the field after exams, the 4 days or 5 days that we have, it's absolutely amazing, the hours that we spend on the field. But there's, to win the regionals, to get to the final game, you don't really want to change anything. I mean, because if you start to change some things, maybe we're 2 and out. Then I think the one thing that will be constant is the kind of players that we get and the kind of leaders that we get, the kind of kids like this that, it's so hard for me to talk now to think of our 10 seniors. I mean, that's all I can think about. We lost, but all I can think about is these 10 seniors not having an Emory uniform on again. But I think that's the worth of Emory baseball, of why when we do make it to regionals and when we do make it to the World Series, why we do go far, because we don't want to lose. We don't want to see these guys leave. But I wouldn't change anything with this season.
You started to put your back on the first round of the How was his stuff today compared to them? Better than you?
Sure. I mean, Jackson, coming in as a freshman, has done a phenomenal job this year. Especially with the way our offense has been this year. it's given our pitchers the ability to know that they don't have to be perfect. They just need to be around the zone and throwing pitches for strikes. That's what he did today. And we scored some balls up that went on people. They scored some balls up that didn't go at people. And that's just how baseball works. He gave us the outing that we needed from him to win this game. We just didn't produce on the other side.
Mike, you had the field play, and then the inning before that was line up to first to end the inning. Just didn't catch any breaks. Did you feel like just wasn't your day today?
I mean, when you lose games, that's what happens. And there's at the lineup, there's nothing that Danny can do on that. He's getting a great secondary lead. It's hit right behind him. There's nothing he could do. As far as the field play, again, it's something that's a part of baseball. And when you lose games, things like that, we never got a chance to get momentum going, whether it be a line drive right at somebody or a great play. I mean, they made great plays in the field. So to win these games, to get on a roll, to gain momentum, you need to have a walk in between, like we talked about. Our stolen base was their pitcher took it away from us with being quick to the plate. Their catcher threw great, so we couldn't get that part of our game going. They made every play to stop our momentum, and their pitcher threw strikes. And that's the one thing about him is, I don't remember a 3-0 count, and there might have been some 3-0 counts, but I don't remember too many 3-0 counts in there or some counts that we can maybe look for curveballs or things like that. So their coach did a great job stopping the running game. Their kid did a great job stopping the running game. And momentum, they did a great job stopping our momentum.